Thanksgiving too much.
Yeah.
Which it was Michael who said it was slowing the thing down, and we didn't need too much information on each guy unless we were really, going to go to bed with them later, which we weren't. We were just hearing about them intermittently.
Introduce it almost as a title, The Chase.
The Chase of the White Whale.
Yeah. Just The Chase.
The Chase. The chase ran for 3 full days. It was Ahab himself, hoisted to the royal main masthead, who first caught sight of Moby Dick.
Of thy fire thou madest me, and like a true child of fire, I breathe it back to thee. I own thy speechless, placeless power, he said, but to the last gasp of my earthquake life, said I not so? Burn thy flames, he said, leap up and lick the sky, I leap with thee, I burn with thee, would fain be welded with thee, defyingly I worship thee.
Judy Lovett, one of the artists, said, we premiered Moby Dick in a little town called Youghal. That was where Moby Dick, the film, was shot. Youghal was a stand-in for New Bedford.
We began this journey of Great Irish Theatre in January, a year ago January, and we end it, although not our commitment to Irish work, but we end it in this year of Imagine Ireland, created by and funded by Culture Ireland, for which we are all grateful, with tonight's production of Moby Dick.
I think Judy saw that from early on, that we wanted to use Ishmael as the anchor, if you'll pardon the pun, for the entire production, so that it's always being told from Ishmael's point of view. And then all held their breath as, bedraggled with trailing ropes and irons and lances, a vast form shot lengthwise from the sea, hovered a moment in the rainbowed air, and then fell swamping back into the deep. "Give way!" cried Ahab, and the boat started forward to the attack. But maddened by yesterday's fresh irons that still corroded in him, Moby Dick seemed combinedly possessed of all the angels that fell from heaven, as head-on he came once more, churning his tail among the boats. Judy kept saying, no, we're losing you there, and we don't want to lose you. We want Ishmael always to be the centerpiece, the linchpin to it. A moment later, the light was extinguished, and tomahawk between his teeth, this wild cannibal sprang into the bed. I sang out. I couldn't help it now. "Who the devil you?" he said. "You no speak, damn it, I kill ye." "Landlord! Peter Coffin! Landlord! Angel, save me!" The landlord ran into the room holding a light in his hand. "Stop grinning," said I. "Why didn't you tell me this infernal harpooner was a cannibal?" "But I thought you knew."
So you're working in the dark.
Okay.
Regardless, they work off echolocation and hearing, so they don't need eyesight to the extent that we would.
Yeah.
Although on the surface their eyesight's pretty acute, they can see and sense a boat coming up alongside, which is why stealth was a large part of the hunt.
You have the idea that he's a gentle soul in the first place, but after this crazy voyage with Captain Ahab and being the only survivor, and how that must have weighed so heavily, we try and give some element of that.
Retribution, swift vengeance, eternal malice were in his whole aspect as the solid white buttress of his forehead smote the ship's starboard bow, sending men and timbers reeling. Through the breach could be heard the waters pour like mountainous torrents.
Well, when we told Catherine Knowles, who runs the Criterion, that the movie had been made here, which she was vaguely aware of, we said Youghal doubled as New Bedford, and that the mayor, Oliver Casey, the former mayor, but the mayor at the time, had been on the film set and has a whole host of photographs now from the film set. That started her then thinking about all the possibilities, and so then she got onto the New Bedford Whaling Museum, and they had all these events around the show.
That's where a lot began.
Yeah.
And they ended up out in New Bedford.
Exactly.
It was extraordinary. They couldn't get over that. Like, you know, what are they asking me to New Bedford for?
If the government of your County Cook Island would wear those pins, we will remember you back here.
And may all ships reach a safe port. I'm overwhelmed by the generosity.
So the ideal thing now is obviously the mayor there asked Youghal to become a sister city.
Starts here and goes out to about here. It isn't just under the picture. And it is the largest wharf in the world in the 1700s. Change. Did anybody have any change? Did anybody have any change? Thank you.
There should be up. How many do you want?
How are you doing?
Jonathan Miller.
Hi, John. I'm Jonathan, brother. How are you doing?
Fine.
Judy's my name.
Yes.
This is Caoimhin.
Hello there. Nice to meet you. Pleasure.
And this is Myles.
Hi, Myles.
And this is Lux.
Oh,
Lux.
Lux. I got it.
L-U-X. Lux Eterna.
Round and round I went until the button-like black bubble at the axis of that slowly wheeling circle suddenly upward burst, and liberated by reason of its cunning spring and owing to its buoyancy rising with great force, the coffin lifebuoy shot up from the waves and fell floating by my side. Buoyed up by that coffin, I floated for nearly 2 days. The unharming sharks sailed by as though with padlocks on their mouths. The savage sea hawks glided by with sheathed beaks. On the second day, a sail drew nearer, and picked me up at last. It was the devious cruising Rachel, who, in her returning search for her missing children, only found another orphan.
so incredibly complex. And there was such joy and wanting to share.
And Melville does it in a different way. I suppose Beckett is trying to get rid of everything. And Melville's saying, and here's another way of saying the same thing. Here's another way of saying the same thing.
He gets an idea and he changes his mind. It's fantastic. In the speech, boom, boom. I mean, it's like you hit it and then it just kept going. You hit something and it kept going. Where did that come from? Is it? It was almost like I am.
Yeah, at times it is. At times it is written I am, particularly with Ahab and all that, because those guys were Quakers, so they spoke this thou, these, those, all that.
Oh no.
Dust thou.